In our last video, we headed round the Eyre Peninsula, but we missed out one location. Around 50 kilometres south of Streaky Bay along unsealed roads lies Baird Bay. The audio in the next clip was so terrible we'll just have to make it up.
Hot mess hair. Most uncomfortable wetsuit ever.
Quit your moaning. Should be worth the discomfort.
Whatever. Only if we see dolphins.
Clearly we've no idea what we said. Baird Bay Experiences, an eco-certified company, offers small group trips to the nearby Jones Island where you can swim with the local wild Australian sea lions. It was a short 15-minute trip to the island. The day began with a briefing where we were told not to get too close to the sea lions, not to chase them, and not to touch them. All stuff you would think was common sense. After what felt like seconds, there were sea lions in the water all around us. We were also told to stay low in the water, hence the awkward hunkered down appearance. After just 2 minutes in the water, we had our first interaction. Having your shoulders too high above the water can scare off juveniles from entering the water. Bulls may also take it as an act of aggression or invitation to fight, something I was keen to avoid. There was a sense of who was watching who, though imbalanced as the sea lions didn't have to pay to look at strange mammals in their midst. The company had a guide in the water at all times with us. She was constantly on the lookout for any sea lions entering the water from the shore. She was also extremely knowledgeable and shared that knowledge with us, including the age and sex of the animals that we were swimming with this one being a pup of around 6 months old. The waters we were in were a safe and sheltered pool beside the island where young ones can learn to swim. Adult females have a silvery grey back and a creamy underside. All juveniles also have this appearance. Adult males will develop into a sort of chocolatey brown colour, as you can see here. There was also a difference that we noted in the way that they interacted with us. Females and juveniles were quite acrobatic and dynamic, whereas the males kind of just lumbered along the bottom or lay on the bottom completely still. I'm sure there's no parallels to be found there with humans. The guide spotted and pointed out to us 2 young pups that looked like they wanted to go for a swim. We waited to see whether they would come up to us. The guide wasn't sure whether they would be, as being 3 to 4 months old, they might not be brave enough to check us out. This interaction was just incredible. You can see the difference between an older and a younger male here. Always on the lookout so we could get the best experience. Australian sea lions are an endangered species, and Baird Bay is one of the few places that their numbers are increasing. In 1992, 6 pups were born in Baird Bay, but in recent years, it's all been in double figures, with 32 births recorded in 2024. The team that run this experience had obvious joy in seeing the colony thrive. We would happily have stayed in the water much longer, but it was time to head back to the boat for some hot drinks and tasty snacks, while a couple of sea lions bid goodbye to the boat. Our excitement and time in the water was not quite at an end. After around 10 minutes boat across the bay, they shut off the engines and drifted whilst dolphins played around us. They told us we'd likely have to jump straight in to have a chance at swimming with the dolphins, but after spotting a very young calf, they told us that they would wait until mum and calf were at a safe distance. The fact they wouldn't let us get in the water and risk any disturbance to mum and calf made us like this company all the more. The calf was likely only a few days old. You could still see the wrinkles from where it was in utero. But they let us have a chance at trying to swim once the calf was safely away. Unfortunately, the dolphin swim wasn't to be as the whole pod swum off with mum and calf, but that's nature for you. The day ended with a beautiful lunch and a hot shower back at Baird Bay. And overall, what can we say? What an incredible day at Baird Bay.